Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Klutch once again, and welcome back to another episode of my road to Division 1. Today we have a few frustrating games, I'm not gonna lie. We kick things off against this Russian league team with Musa and Doumbia up top. And when I say Musa and Doumbia, I mean the two most annoying motherfuckers I've come up against ever so far on FIFA 14. Basically because of my opponent's playstyle, but yeah. Starting off, we get a corner nice and early, and I'm still looking to get that little volley with Hernandez off this corner. So I try to get it to him, it falls short, he takes it down, has a shot and deflects off my opponent's defender, and it goes in. It was kind of lucky, but I'll take a goal, especially a 4-minute goal. I'm looking, well, I like early goals because I usually build on that lead, but now we get to the annoying part, my opponent's playstyle. Like, Musa was in no position for him to try and play a through ball there, but for some reason he just manages to hit and hope a lofted through ball and it gets through. What a surprise with FIFA this year. Like, that was practically his tactic for the whole game, as you see another lofted through ball, and what do you know, another goal. And at this point I was fairly frustrated as Doumbia gets the goal right there, because I had the lion's share of possession and I didn't feel like I got what I deserved from it, because my opponent was just smashing high through balls through and he was getting the opportunities. But in fairness to him, he did capitalize on everything, and in all honesty, Musa and Doumbia did just absolutely boss shit. Like, Doumbia has some decent strength, but Musa is a weak motherfucker, but he just managed to boss my defender off the ball right there, because balance counteracts strength like a motherfucker on this game. Like, and as I say that, we conceded our fourth goal, or I think that was the fourth goal. It's kind of annoying because I was just like, what the fuck, where did that shot come from? But I wasn't going to get too down about it. I was just going to push on and try and get more goals back, and we do that with El Shaarawy getting another one back, so we're 4-2. Well, the score is 4-2 and we've only got 2 more goals to get. And I started to get back into the game, and I was thinking, alright, okay, maybe I can do this, because I'm making space, I'm making all the runs, starting to get back in the game, get shots on target. Was a bit unlucky with El Shaarawy there, but as I win the ball back right here, my opponent kind of gets a bit frustrated and he just wipes Pogba out, and I honestly don't know what was going through his mind right there, but he gets a red card for it, and I was kind of surprised about that at first, but when I watched about the replay, it was a red card. It was kind of just, and Serchi gets a goal in the 87th minute. I was trying to get the ball back right here, but apparently he didn't want to, so I was like, right, shit, the comeback might actually be on. And then in the 90th minute, we get a golden opportunity, falls to the man that is ever so reliable, Yajic. And all he has to do is put it either side of the keeper and we score and we tie up the game, but he misses and the game ends 4-3. So it was a pretty disappointing result, pretty frustrating that I've managed to defend against high through balls really well so far this year until this game. So that was kind of frustrating for me, and it kind of led me to think, do I need chemistry styles on my players? Because I know people like Finch lives by them, and he said I need chemistry styles on my players. So I think I'm gonna try out a few chemistry styles on my players next game. Well, in the next episode. So in terms of my squad, if you guys have any suggestions of what chemistry styles I should use for certain players, then leave some suggestions down in the comments. That would be appreciated, and I'll have a look at those and decide based on that, and also from other people's suggestions. But I don't know, chemistry styles, like, usually I say if it's not broken, don't fix it. And right now my team kind of isn't that broken. It feels perfect as it is, but every now and again there's an annoying game. So I don't know whether the chemistry styles will combat that or what, but I'll give it a try and see. Hopefully it doesn't fuck my team up royally. That's the one fear I do have with that, putting chemistry styles on and the team just doesn't feel right, and then I end up losing a lot of games. So I don't know. If that happens, then I'll just switch back to basic chemistry styles, but for now I'm willing to give it a shot. And in this game I was 3-0 up and I was feeling good, and I thought Yajic had scored the best goal so far in the series, but the crossbar prevented that. But yeah, I don't know, back on the chemistry styles thing, I haven't really looked too much into chemistry styles, so I honestly have no clue what's the best chemistry style to use. But going into halftime with 3-0 up, and we're kind of comfortable, so I was expecting another 3 points on the board, as you would if you're 3-0 up. And at halftime, as you can see from the stats, I was dominating the game like majorly, and our opponent once again decides to quit because, well, I don't know, I just guess he didn't think he could get back from 3-0 down, and we managed to win another title. So we're moving on to the next division, and we get 3k coins from that. As we move up through the divisions, I don't know, well, I want to change my team up a little bit, but the thing is, there haven't been that many informs from the Serie A that I want to use. I don't really want to use Panda as centre forward because, not Panda, Pandev as centre forward because I don't know. I don't want to move Yajic. The only choice that I have right now is Inform Campagnaro, so I might give him a try at centre back. But moving on to the final game, we come up against a BPL team. And this was frustrating game number 2. I had chance after chance after chance. I thought El Shaarawy would bury that there because he has, like, most of the time in this series. Like 9 times out of 10 he finishes that, and Hernandez usually gets those at least on target, and as you can see, he was frustrated from that himself. But I wasn't going to let that get to me. I was just going to carry on and keep pushing for a goal because I felt one coming, because I had quite a lot of possession, quite a lot of control over the game, and I knew that goal would come eventually, and we get that goal with Guarin with a nice finish into the bottom left hand corner of the net. So I was going to try and build on this lead and try and get, well, convert more chances, but as you will see, I got quite a lot of opportunities to score as we get another opportunity with Hernandez there. Keeper manages to make a nice save, and the one, even though, well, I'm looking for this corner once again, but the one thing that is a letdown is if you mess it up, then you're kind of exposed, because as you can see, my left and right back, Constant and De Chilio, decide to want to push up the field even more, even though there's no one in defence, and my opponent gets on the break. And he scores off the counter-attack with Fernando Torres, and unfortunately that's how the game ended, even though I dominated the game, as you'll see from the stats in a second, which is why it was kind of frustrating. That was his only shot in the game, and yeah, I really should have done better in that game, to be honest, but that's my own fault. I wasn't clinical enough, and sometimes you have those games, and sometimes your opponent is just clinical as hell. But to be fair, it was a really easy opportunity, and one that I didn't expect him to miss. So we start off this division with a draw, which is kind of disappointing. I wanted to get the win, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe if you're new. But until next time, it has been Klutch. Peace.